It is Friday, February 28th, 2025, the year of the clown. I think you know that by now. And speaking of the year of the clown, I've got a guest on the damn show tonight that you are going to love. I know you're going to love, and if you don't love him yet, you will. A former RueTV alumni. Now, he hasn't been on this version of the show before. A little bit of a heart-to-heart talk I'm going to have with this gesture, if you will. But he has been. I met him a while back, and let me just say, this is one unique dude, one unique character. I've had a lot of requests for this man to be on the show, and I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. It could go horrible. I could piss him off. This could go well. Could be the best episode ever. I don't know. I don't know. Folks at home, let me introduce you to the one, the only, the Dark Jester. Dark Jester, how the hell are you tonight?
Wow, man. Wow. RueTV, finally.
Yeah.
Back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to sound like a copycat, but I'm just going to say this. Finally, the Dark Jester has come back to RueTV.
Well, it's been a long time. I mean, that time that we met at that con, whenever that was, it's been a few years, I think. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to connect again. With the Dark Gesture, the legendary Dark Gesture. I believe the 25-time lethal technical LTW 24/7 champion of the world.
Yes, sir.
And I had to go through his agent. I talked to his agent. Very strange man. I don't know, but I dealt with him, and I got him, guys. He's here. We got him for as long as we want. So, Dark Dark Gesture, how you doing tonight, and how you feeling? How you feeling tonight?
Man, you know what? I feel a little gesturing. I feel good. You know what? I
Yeah.
started just before with my favorite beverage, Coca-Cola, as it matches my color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
There it is.
for dinner, I just had a couple of chocolate bars and some lollipops.
Okay, chocolate bars and lollipops. Yes.
It's I they they say that a jester never dies of diabetes because he's always meant to make people happy.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
here tonight to make your guests happy. You know, what I do in the wrestling industry and what my boys and girls in the back do, and I'm proud to say what we do is our main goal is, as wrestlers,
Right.
is to eliminate for the 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, whoever knows how long they're at the event, eliminate the crap that you're worrying about. The
Yeah.
fire, the sickness, the just we're here as wrestlers to take that away from you, because you know what? We're feeling the same thing deep down inside, even though we may be dark.
Right. Right.
We as humans still feel it. And I got to tell you, being on your show is a privilege because it takes me away from the crap going on in my world.
Yeah.
Because when I'm with you and people like you, the Dark Jester lives, not the other person that I could be. And this
Absolutely.
really is me. Since a little kid, I always was like, wow, man, I loved clowns. I loved, jesters. I loved all kinds of crazy stuff like that. And then finally, by accident, a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, may I say the man that basically saved my life, and the kid's only 28 years old. His name's Tony Cini. And
Tony.
Tony is the best. And I'll be talking about him later on. He's the leader of our group called the Mob Squad.
Mob Squad. Indeed. Indeed.
And I hope to have him on your show sometime with me, because when I tell you, him and the crew that have taken me under their wing, I didn't start wrestling until I was 48 years old.
Holy shit. Are you
4 years ago.
serious? Awesome.
420, it will be a full
Really?
year anniversary.
That is
Full
that is
years.
that is amazing because now let me tell you something, Dark Gesture. A lot of people think at that age that they can't get in the ring at all, let alone sustain it. You know what I mean?
Gotta
And I've never been formally trained, but I've fallen in that ring and it is not fun, brother. It hurts. And
every
so
time.
yes, it does. And a dark gesture. Are you a psychic or something? Because literally, I didn't even get a chance to ask you the first. And the first question was the origin. What is the origin story of the dark gesture? I think the dark gesture might be slightly psychic.
Psychotic, maybe,
It,
if I don't get my candy.
that is true. Or the berries and the cream.
The berries. Oh, you want to talk about the berries and the cream?
I'd like to talk about the
Oh,
berries and the berries and the cream. The berries
berries and
and the cream.
the
And the,
berries and the cream. Yes. Oh, you're getting, oh, now all of a sudden you're getting the gestury psych. Ah, you mentioned the two magic words that literally got him the way that he could. And the gentleman on the Dr. Pepper commercial, I
hmm
gotta say, I've never met him.
hmm
I really don't know his name, but if he is listening or any of his family members or Dr. Pepper themselves, I was never trying to copy off of the berries and cream.
No.
I thought that he was a genius.
Right,
So if
right.
Dr. Pepper is ever watching this, and I hope they are,
Yeah.
that commercial was a genius move.
Oh, I
Because if
agree.
you think about it, think of how it sold it. The guy was so happy, and the way they says like what berries and the whole commercial.
Cream.
So when I had this on, the first thing out of my mouth, I'm looking at this is yeah, berries and cream. But let me tell
Yeah.
you, it went from berries and cream to being a several time champion. Several time. And I'm proud to say that. I've taken my lumps, but you know what? I got the opportunity to give them back. And I'm going to tell you, wrestling, believe it or not,
Yeah.
saved my life.
Really, really.
Yes.
Explain. Do elaborate, Dark Gesture, because I have something to add about that too. But elaborate how wrestling saved the Dark Gesture's existence.
Well, my friend, the reason why I'm the Dark Jester is because deep down, my life is not fun. I'm dealing with a lot of pain right now. My mother's in the hospital dying as we're doing this interview. I got to talk to her today.
How is she doing today? I don't remember. How is she doing?
She's getting better, but she was really on a bad. And when I say dying, she's 85 years old. So at
Yeah,
that
yeah,
age, we're all kind of, but
yeah,
she said, do this.
yeah.
So basically, this whole thing started out about dying 4 years ago. 4 years ago, almost to the day, a very, very, very good friend of mine, Ron Gubin, passed away due to a double barrel shotgun to the mouth.
Wow. Oh, that's awful.
His life was horrible in his mind.
Yeah.
And I feel so bad the fact that I couldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
So on 420, about a month and a half after I figured somebody came up to me, and I'll mention a gentleman's name on here. Mr. Steve Weiss is a very good friend of mine. He's part of North Step in Atlantic City. It's a basically he does a lot of stuff in the cannabis industry as well as
Oh,
entertainment industry. He does
gotcha.
charity work. So
Gotcha.
anyway, he thought it'd be cute, and he had no clue what I was thinking about doing the very next day.
Right.
He thought it'd be cool for me to bring the cannabis leaf into the wrestling ring and me get in a little bit and have some fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
that time, I always wanted to be a wrestler. And I
Mm-hmm.
said to myself, well, if I'm going to, because I was planning on ending my life on April 21st, the very next day.
Yeah. No, not good.
Um, no, I was really in a bad situation. But
You
let
were
me
in that
tell you
dark.
something,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
things turned around because under under I didn't have a character or nothing back then. So I basically was put in under a different name. And we went and we had a good time and all and everything. And basically, the whole thing was the kid Tony Chinney, who was the wrestler, along with his wife Francesca, Jay, and Zach. They're members of the back then it was the Mob Squad, which still is.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But what happened was the whole gimmick was I was going to interfere in the match, cause Tony to lose to the pot leaf.
Gotcha.
Right? That's
Okay.
cool. That's good. That's how it should have been, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And before then, they were walking around the dare sign trying to instigate me. Okay. And I remember that one word that I heard after I grabbed Tony's leg in the match, which interfered. He said, "Don't touch me, you dirty hippie." Dude, like I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, dirty hippie. And then
Yeah.
the other guy called me an old man. I'm like,
No, no, no.
what? Well, anyway, obviously he lost, and me and the pot leap were jumping around the ring. All of a sudden, me and this kid are face to face, Tony, face to face.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
He has the dare sign in his hand in front of me. I'm like, dude, I'm actually going to have to knock this kid out. I really thought, like, dude, you called me a dirty hippie,
Yeah.
an
You
old
know.
man, and now you're sticking the dare face in my sign. I was really I didn't give a shit. I'm dying tomorrow.
Time
I'm
to
gonna knock this kid out,
time to stiff this little piece of
right?
shit. Yeah.
You know what that beautiful kid he is now, who I just spoke to today, matter of fact, Tony, he ripped up the dare sign into a million pieces, put
Right.
his arms around me, and said, "Let's go smoke a joint."
Yeah. What's that tell
Let
you?
me tell you.
Yeah.
So I went into the back and I kind of composed myself because I really knew I was going to die next day. And
Yeah.
wow, I really got to wrestle. This was like so cool.
Yeah.
I can't believe this is the end. But I
Mm-hmm.
hung out with them and they got my phone number and everything. And you figure they're a lot younger than you. They'll
Right.
call you
Right.
maybe someday next year, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep in touch at
Well,
some point. Yeah.
well, the very next day, I got a phone call.
Okay.
And I thought it was my buddy Steve breaking my balls and everything. And I had all my pills out.
Yeah.
I had everything under the sun. I was going to swallow
You're
everything down. I didn't care.
you're ready.
I
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had a last meal. I had everything written down. I was gone.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it with a gun because I couldn't get one. That
Yeah.
was the whole thing.
Right.
I
Right.
tried. I couldn't get one.
Yeah.
So I was going to end my life.
Just eat
The
it.
phone.
Eat a handful of medicine and
That's
go to
it.
go to sleep. Yeah. You,
That's it. Exactly.
sad. Yeah. Sad.
That's where I was at, man.
Right. Yeah. When you go to that dark place, it's a place it's hard to come out of, you know?
And dude, I battle it every day. I have bipolar disorder. I have
Yeah.
PTSD. I'm getting better. But being the dark jester, I can be the happy person I am. When I'm the dark
Hmm.
jester, I'm the happiest guy in the world because I can hide behind all my fears.
Yeah.
But anyway, to make a long story short,
Hmm.
he called me up, and I thought it was my buddy Steve calling. I was in the mood. He's like, "Yeah, I was just telling you." I hung up the phone on him.
Right. Right.
I was just in that phone call again. Hey,
Yeah.
this is Tony. Remember we wrestled yesterday? We were smoking to the. Well, we started talking, and apparently, me and him had a lot in common, including something happening to his best friend about a
Wow.
month and a half ago.
Really?
Noah.
Same similar situation, huh?
We're 25 years apart in age. Okay.
Wow. Wow.
But I'm going to tell you right now, and I hope all your people out there listening,
Hmm.
not everything comes out to be a bad ending.
There are some happy endings.
Dude, the dark jester having this phone call, this kid saved my life. He said, "You're either going to get down or we're going to talk, or I'm going to call an ambulance right now. I'm going
Wow.
to ping your." I mean, dude, he was adamant about it. He's like,
Oh, he
"Dude,
was, yeah.
don't."
Wow.
Well, 4 years later, it's going to be, and I speak to him almost every day. He got me into wrestling. He got me in. right now you're not talking to a dark jest. You're talking to the real person behind the
Yeah.
mask. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
can get funny later on jokes. This is real. Let me
Yeah.
tell you about wrestling. Wrestlers are a very, very different breed.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot. Every wrestler has something, some kind of tick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it.
Oh,
What kind of normal person would
yeah.
go and get beat up, get crazy, put makeup on,
Mm-hmm.
and
But you
play
know what?
trick or treat every day?
It's like, yeah, I agree. And I think a lot of people, I don't think everyone has been saved to the degree that the Dark Gesture has, but
I was saved.
I think there, yeah, oh, absolutely. But I think to a lesser degree, almost every wrestler, I guess I'm generalizing, but most wrestlers, it is something that gives them something in life that really gives them that, I don't know, want to say creative outlet. I mean, for some people,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
some, yeah, that's, I mean,
It's an
that's,
outlet.
it's an
It's an
outlet.
outlet.
And I think that a lot of people, not just in wrestling, but in life, need that outlet. You know what I mean?
Yes,
They need that, and when it's not there, that's when you go to the dark place. So
yes,
I'm kind of seeing the dark gesture as that dark creative outlet
yeah.
for the human behind the dark gesture, and that really brings it out. It gives I don't know how to explain it to people that don't understand, but it just gives, I don't know, it's just a force of hope and a force of like purpose almost, right? Doesn't it? Right, dark
Yeah,
gesture.
yes. You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Dude, am a nobody.
Well,
I'm a
I
50.
don't agree with that.
Well, dude, honestly,
Because
I'm a 50.
I think it's subjective, and success is subjective.
Well, you know why I say it? I'm 52 years old. I got bullied most of my life.
Well, I did too.
I finally just decided, you know what? After a while, it don't hurt no more.
Right, you become numb to it.
Yeah. And I decide I want to do something to make people happy.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit about myself.
Mm-hmm.
I figured, let me tell you something. If you would have told me I would have lived to be my age right now, I would have laughed at you.
20
No
years ago.
way.
20 years
No
ago.
way.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
No
Right.
way.
Right. Right.
No way. And if you
Mm-hmm.
would have told me that I'd be on your show, having the privilege of being on your show, dude, you can get anybody you fucking want, dude. I know your show's good. Okay. Having me
Thank
on
you.
it,
Thank you.
it means a lot having me because all I want to do on your show is to possibly spread the word that you know what? I care. I've been through hell. People care. You know, man, I'm going through my own personal hell and yet I care.
Yeah.
I don't want people to suffer in silence. I want people to, when they see me or
Mm-hmm.
my other friends, I want them to be like, hey, for
Yeah.
that 1 minute, totally forget that their leg hurts or whatever. Oh my God, it's a dark gesture. And when I come over there and take the time out to say, hey, how you doing, pal? What's your name? Would you
Yeah.
like this? Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. See, I don't treat them like they're disabled or hurt.
No.
They don't
No.
want to
No.
be treated like they want to be treated like they are. Right, dude.
Yeah.
A disability is just a fucking crutch, excuse my
Mm-hmm.
French.
No. No.
Because when you take away the disability, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, okay,
Mm-hmm.
mental, physical, whatever, you take away the disability, you take away the color, whatever bullshit, you bleed red.
Yeah. We all
Okay,
do.
you
Yeah.
bleed red. We all do. We
Mm-hmm.
all bleed red. And you know what else we have the capability to do?
What's that, dark gesture?
Smile.
Absolutely.
Smile.
And you have the capability of making and bringing that out of people.
I want
That's
that.
yeah, yeah. I know what I'm gonna tie because if I don't tell you now, it's gonna leave my brain. But I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. And you talk about being in a wrestling ring and entertaining people, making people happy, making people smile, making people forget about their troubles. I will tell folks at home this. You know, I had a rough holiday season last year because, you know, I had 2024 wasn't the best year
No, horrible.
as we all do, we go through ups and downs, and I had lost personally, I had lost a family member the year.
Sorry
So,
to hear
but
that.
I don't know if it was Christmas night or Christmas Eve. I was feeling kind of down a little bit. And I'm sitting there on the couch with my dog, and I'm flipping through the social media that we're all friggin' addicted to. You know,
Yeah, we are.
it's a plus because it keeps you connected, but it's also a negative because it's an addiction, just like anything else. But so I come across this video of who the hell is it that pops up first thing in the algorithm. I don't know. Maybe they know me. Maybe the algorithm knows me. The Dark Gesture. And what the hell is he doing?
Nah.
The Dark Gesture is sitting there, and I'm sitting there, you know, kind of like bummed out on Christmas Eve or Christmas night. It was one or the other. I can't remember which one it was. It's either Eve or night. And Dark Gesture's sitting there going over uh different items and shit that like he was having for Christmas. It was like, how about a pumpkin pie? How about some vodka? How about a little bit of the and it made me smile so much so that I shared the video with my cousin and brother and everybody. So you had a direct impact on the person you're talking to too. You cheered up my spirits too on Christmas. So thank you, Dark Gesture. And by the way, the Christmas video is one of my favorites. You had all those items there: the pie, the the adult smoke, the little bit of the adult drink, everything. So
Yeah.
just letting you know, you
I
do,
was I was
yeah.
feeling pretty good that day. I believe it or not, that was a random thing. I don't
Yeah.
plan these things. I just get in the
Yeah, just
mood and
off
say,
top of
all
your head,
right,
top of your head. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm watching. I'm like, this is I don't know why it just it made me feel happy, you know, put a smile on my face that night. So, you know, you're doing a good thing, Dark Gesture.
It means a lot to me because, a guy like you're established, doing really good and
Yeah.
everything. Like I said, dude, I'm a fucking nobody. All right. I'm proud to say that I'm from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Yeah, I mean I'm
Okay.
overdue
Very
for a trip,
proud.
by the way. I'm overdue for a trip, by the way.
Yeah, we want you down there very soon. Hey, how about the 420 event?
Let's do it. I'll film I'll film a vlog there and I'll interview some people. How about it?
It's Easter too, so we're gonna have an Easter egg hunt,
Yeah,
adult
absolutely.
Easter egg hunt. Oh
That's a
yeah, I would love to have you come down there. I mean, seriously, we have a great time. My
yeah.
friends, you'll get to meet them too. Hey,
Oh my God. I bet you got some characters for friends, I'm sure. I know it.
Tony's gonna be there. The
I
guy
gotta
I was
meet
just
Tony.
talking
Have
about.
to meet
He's
Tony for
definitely
sure. Have to
he.
meet.
I mean, I can't reiterate enough. This kid is. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah. What was the negative term that you described yourself? An F up or a fuck up or what did you say? This
Fucked up and a nobody.
Okay, nobody. That's the one I went. That's the one. Nobody. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. To me, okay, I said something earlier about success being subjective. The fact that you are in a very rarefied air class of people, and people are you're probably saying to yourself, "What the frick are you talking about?" I'm speaking of the rare percentage of people that I come across that have the courage and the strength to be themselves and not hide behind a mask and be themselves and show and make people happy and be creative and put themselves out there. To me, that bro, that's the furthest thing from being a nobody. That is the biggest thing you could do in this life. I don't give a shit how much money you make. I don't give a shit where you live. I don't give a shit how many. I certainly don't give a shit. I think folks at home know how many. I don't give a shit how many kids you have. You could have 0 or 50. That doesn't mean anything to me. If you're a good dad or good mom, that means something. But what does mean a lot to me is if you can stay true to yourself and be a genuine person and be original and be creative and be weird and have weird not be a bad thing. To me, weird is a good thing.
Bull
Okay.
I'm
So
weird as can be.
yeah, so to me, man, that's what I'm saying. It's like when you call yourself a nobody, I'm thinking to myself, I think that couldn't can't be further from the truth. I mean, I guess if your definition of a somebody is like, I don't know, living in a friggin' three-story house in suburbia with some wife that's a piece, eating on your yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's everybody, like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But in my opinion, and I'm going to shut up now after this, I'm going to let you talk. You are not a nobody, Dark Gesture. You are a somebody, and you are genuine as hell, and you're real as hell, and you're creative as hell, and you're weird as hell. That's all I got to say about that.
You know,
I'll shut up now. I'll shut the
nah,
hell up.
you just made me feel great because, you know, see, the problem is, okay, my biggest thing is people say that I need to promote myself better. Well, how do I do it?
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard
yeah,
because you have to have
yeah,
somebody interested in you
yeah.
to promote.
Promote yourself.
And
You mean in terms of like promoting, uh, like online or in person? What do you mean? What do you mean?
both. It's
Okay.
like I understand I got to go to these places and be like, "Hey, what you doing?" But to be honest with you, I mean, it's like either my luck's been brutal or what. But you know,
Yeah.
it's just like people have either just not. You know what? People don't have the time a lot of times to take on a new
Yeah.
person, and that's my hardest part. If
Well,
I was younger
yeah.
and maybe have like a couple of buddies in my corner, like, yeah, we're gonna, but it's hard because,
That's a
you
good
know,
point. That's a very good point. And as much as we like to harp on age is just a number, the reality is when you get into your 40s or beyond 50s, um the it's hard, it is tough because the people, and a lot of it depends on the people that are around you, and it's a tough to get people on the same wavelength, same like
yeah,
thought, you know what I mean. It's like it's tough to get people on the same page when
especially if you're
when you're
like me, dude.
yeah, I mean, if you're in your 20s, if you're in your 20s, or even for me in 30s, early, but I'm not in my 30s anymore. But I mean, when you get to like our age, 40s and beyond, then it's tough. It is tough to get people to get that network of support people that'll promote you and really like give you know.
Yeah,
I'm looking for. I'm looking.
they don't want to take a shot on an old man.
I'm. Yeah. I'm looking
Everybody
for.
wants a brand new car. They don't want a shot on a
Yeah.
Mustang with a little bit of rust on.
Right. Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why
they're lost then. They're lost.
Well, that's why I do what I'm doing now. I'm
Yeah.
on your show.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will see me on this show and be like, hey, I feel bad for this guy. Let's throw him a bone.
Well, it could happen. I mean, I do have a lot of people, that are watching that would. You fit right in the Root TV, man. I'm telling you,
I
you're
love being here. I
you give
just want to
it.
be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I want people to know that the Dark Jester is a decent dude. I mean, hey, I can be all funny in the ring, but when it
Yeah.
comes down to it,
Right. Right.
okay, I am a very simple person that lives
Yeah.
a very modest life.
Yeah.
And I have the greatest girlfriend in the world, Mary Beth. We've been actually friends 25 years, and we used to go out 25 years ago.
Oh, so you reconnected.
It'll be a year on St. Patrick's Day.
Wow.
1 year.
How'd you reconnect? Dark Gesture. How did you reconnect on the internet or like
She
through?
saw me through wrestling on the internet.
Oh, really? God, oh, man.
Wrestling has saved my bleeping life.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
true.
friends
I
that had
you
no respect for me
Yeah.
whatsoever are now
Mhm.
all of a sudden, and I appreciate they needed to see Sean
Yeah.
doing something
Hmm.
productive, not
Yeah,
sitting
no.
on the couch, kind
I
of like, you know,
I hear you, man. That's amazing. That's really amazing. Wrestling did I Now that you explained it, you are 100% right. Wrestling saved your life. Now let me look at this. I was going to wear this hat too, but watch this. Look at this right here.
let's see.
So this hat, I grew up. I grew up listening. Folks at home know I'm a big rock music guy. specifically, harder rock, punk rock. This hat here, I got from a good group at a where and actually I got this in Atlantic City for a group called Punk Rock Saves Lives, and you
Yeah, I've
see,
heard of them. Yes.
yeah, you see the hat right there.
Uh-huh.
And the gentleman that I bought it off of, I can't think of his name. It's escaping me right now. But point of it is very similar to wrestling. Music can also help
Oh,
save
yes.
people's lives because
Music.
for me personally, I was never to the levels that the Dark Gesture was, but definitely in bad places mentally and just in general. And music, I will say this: a combination of music, wrestling, and comedy, all three, definitely. I mean, without them, I don't know where the hell I'd be.
Yes.
But punk rock teaches you a lot of values if you understand the music beyond the actual music, beyond the actual music being played, and you understand the meaning behind the music. It gives you a sense of purpose. It gives you a sense of DIY, do it yourself. Don't care what anybody else thinks. Do your own thing. Be yourself. Stay true to yourself. Don't care. That's kind of why I brought up the fact that like you're not a nobody. You know what I mean? Maybe you're a nobody in the eyes of people that don't matter. A lot of people are wired the wrong way, and it hurts a lot of people because I think that I think you're the furthest thing from a nobody, brother, and nobody's think you're that's okay. That's what I was looking for. It took me about 3 minutes to come back into my brain, but it came back into my brain. Nobody's think you're a nobody. Nobody's think you're a nobody. So remember, I said that. Get that tattooed on your get that tattooed one day. Nobody's think I'm a nobody. No, don't do that. Don't ruin your. But anyway,
I got one tattoo.
yeah, yeah.
And let me tell you, I believe it or not, I am my main thing in life is
Yeah.
I am my job.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in
Hmm.
the cannabis industry.
Right. Oh, right.
Legal,
Right. Right. Yeah.
legal
Yeah.
cannabis industry.
You're living on the right side of history then,
Yes.
because
And do you
that.
know why I'm in the cannabis industry?
Well,
One reason only. One.
maybe a couple, but
Well, okay, maybe a couple, yeah, but one realistic one that I could take to my grave.
all right. Because you believe in on natural cures, or
Thank you.
there you go.
The medicine, I am in the ring sometimes, and I've been lucky the last 6 months, 8 months. I've been kind of taking it easy, just going. I've had a lot of things going on,
Yeah.
and I've only been doing so much, you
Right.
know.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
the cannabis that I take
Mm-hmm.
kills the pain.
Really?
The moods that I get in, if I can just be left alone for 10 minutes, just sit down, smoke a joint, and then I'll talk to myself. And people say, oh, you talk to yourself, you're nuts. No, you
Yeah.
talk to yourself so you don't do something nuts.
Right. No, I think it's perfectly normal to talk to yourself, and I think
Yeah.
anybody who says that they don't are probably lying to themselves or
And you know
us.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying to myself? I'm
Yeah.
saying, okay, this
Yeah.
is what happened. I want to strangle this person, blah, blah, blah at first. And then I'm
Yeah.
thinking, but what did you do to create this?
Right. Right.
Okay,
Right.
you're right. I'm sorry. I apologize to myself, to this guy, or whatever, if I'm wrong. And I'm good with it. But if I'm right,
Mm-hmm.
then I got to go up to the person and say, look,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. But I'm not going to run up like a crazy, well, I'm not in character on this. I'm walking up like, hey, listen, I think we had a misunderstanding. I'm not looking to cause a problem, especially not at my age, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, and believe me when I tell you, I know you won't believe this, but even the Dark Jester f's up a
Once
lot,
once in a while.
a lot.
Yeah.
But I think I do more good than bad. I'm kind of like one of those drugs that you take it and I get heartburn, but man, after the heartburn's gone, no, man, I got a really good appetite.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm
Yeah.
kind of like that. I give you a little heartburn,
Yeah.
but hopefully after I make you laugh, because here's my MO. My whole MO is
Tell us.
getting people to laugh,
Right.
talk.
Okay.
Hi, how you doing? But I'm not my I just because I felt so much pain in my life from people not wanting to be around me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I know what that's like.
Right.
And
You
I'll
don't.
be damned if I'm going to be that way
Yeah.
towards people.
Yeah.
Nah, that hurts. To be
Absolutely.
excluded for
Mm-hmm.
what? For what reason? Because I was poor growing up?
Yeah. No,
Hey,
that's
but it's funny though. The same people that messed with me in school have come up to me and are doing real good and have been like, yo, we're sorry, blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. Or they're in jail.
Yeah. How do you deal with that when people that didn't want anything to do with you or mess with you in school, you see them later on, and even if they're not really apologetic, you just see it. Do you forgive them, or do you just befriend them, or do you just don't give a shit and like, all right, well, okay, get it out of your system and whatever. To me, I don't know. I guess I should be more forgiving of people, but I don't really. I don't know that like the douchebags that I grew up with are kind of like I don't know,
Still douchebags?
kind of like still douchebags. Dark Gesture, and it's like all
You know
right,
what?
I don't really need to be your friend, even though we're adults now. I don't really need to be your. I'm not pining to be the friends of people like that grew up to be,
No.
you know,
How I deal with it is, well, I can honestly say a couple of them
or
are
decent.
firefighters.
Oh, okay, so some are decent. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Couple of them are
yeah.
actual figures in this city.
Right. Cool. Cool.
But there's
Mhm.
also a couple of them that are total bleepity bleep and bleep bleep and bleep 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 and bleep bleep and bleep and bleep and ups.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I don't care. You know what? I still every once in a while have like a flashback from something in school or whatever, like will wake
Hmm.
me up. It's not as bad.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. Bullying
Hmm.
sticks around. Anybody that condones bullying,
Yeah.
me personally,
Hmm.
well, I don't want to say it on your show, but let's put it to like this. It would involve a pair of scissors, a lot of snips, like snip,
Yeah.
snip,
Talking Val Venus and
snip. I
Kyan,
mean,
Val Venus and Kyan tie. Chop it
yeah,
off.
yeah, 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 yeah. A little
Hang
bit of
on. Choppy,
alcohol on there
choppy,
and chop,
choppy,
chop.
choppy. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even, don't even do the alcohol.
No, okay. Well, I was going to put the alcohol on just to burn it.
Oh, well, that's okay
Think
then.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Pure,
I
pure
thought you,
alcohol.
I thought you meant to numb it.
100%.
Oh, the good, okay,
No.
good.
Nah, oh, yeah. When you have a cut and you put alcohol on it, does that
Hmm.
numb it?
Oh, burning
Mm-mm.
stings like hell.
Well,
No, I agree. Yeah.
speaking of Sting, the man called Sting.
Oh, he loves Sting. I
Do I,
saw his last match last year, right?
yep. My last match last year, I dressed up as Sting.
Did you really? I don't think
I
I
did the
I may have
score.
seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know
Oh,
it was
you know
on
what I did?
video.
I did. You did. I did see you put the Scorpion Deathlock on somebody.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude, that was
Yeah.
that was so incredible of a
Hmm.
moment to be able to be Sting that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
He.
Sting is one of the most real people. I mean, I can't
Yeah.
say enough. I'm proud to be a wrestler. I'm proud to be a stinger, a little stinger since I
Well,
was a
we
little
grew up. You know,
kid.
we grew up. You remember WCW days
Yeah,
and before the Crows thing when he was the Stinger.
Surfer Sting.
Oh
But
yeah,
let
we
me
grew up.
ask you, how did I personally,
Yeah.
I personally loved Black and White Sting. Crap.
No, I thought it was cool too. I
It
thought it was
made me
amazing.
get, it helped me get rid of a couple of demons because I really felt like I was him.
Yeah,
You know,
you know what I was thinking? You know what I was thinking recently because I pulled up one of those old nitros and I was watching Sting on there, and I was thinking to myself, like, wow, I can't believe because his character is the look was very similar to
Yes.
the Crow.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, wow, how did they get away with that without getting sued? Because it was very, very similar to that look, but different in a way. And the character was different, of course. It wasn't the same character, but no, I did dig Stinger as the Crow. I was very happy that he got to finish his career in AEW the way he should have. Because
Yes.
if you guys remember, folks at home that are wrestling fans, he finally, years later, I think it was like 10 years ago, he finally got a shot in WWE. And he did well for himself, but the way they handled it, not the way I would have handled it.
Now,
I would have given him a better send off. The wrong person was in charge at the time.
and he got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt. He got buckle bombed by Seth Rollins. You shouldn't be doing that to a 60. And at the time, he was probably pushing
60
60.
some years old. Yeah.
Yeah, so but I'm very happy because I was there that night last year. I'm not in the arena, but I watched it live. And that was a beautiful send off to a beautiful legend
Yes.
man called Sting. So, and that was one of my questions I was going to ask you, Dark Jester, like who were some of your inspirations growing up, not only as rest.
Sting.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I would say Eugene.
Oh wow. Wow, that's a day.
Okay.
I literally was
Um,
just watching a video of him on YouTube. He's got a tell all YouTube. He's got his own YouTube channel now.
I was just at a
Eugene.
wrestling show with the legend, the franchise.
Oh, Shane Douglas.
Oh, and I'm from Pittsburgh too. My family is.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? He got to meet me.
Absolutely. Shane
Actually, it was
Douglas got
more like dude, I got the signed picture and everything.
yeah.
Dude, I went there and I was once again, I was selling merchandise for the legend Tony Chini, my little
Okay.
brother.
Oh yeah.
He told me about this. Dude, he brought me up to him, paid for a picture to take with
Oh,
him and
really?
everything. Dude, let me reiterate. I hope you meet
Nice.
Tony because
Yeah.
Tony Chini is the man that showed me wrestling. That said, "Yo, dude, hey, want to try? I could get you doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, why not? Cool. I mean,
Well, he was the one that got you into, and then in turn, kind of like we said, we keep saying that wrestling saved your life, but honestly, if there was no Tony, there would be no wrestling here. So I mean, Tony, in a way, Tony kind of saved it, right?
Tony Chinny saved me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Back,
he's the little brother that I always wanted. You know, I can't emphasize enough
yeah,
that the young men and women that bust their fucking asses off in the back there,
yeah,
okay, my goal is to be the counselor, to be the person that they could talk about whatever and not judge.
yeah, yeah,
And I got to tell you, they've not judged me. I am wrestling. It's your fraternity. Now, not every wrestler is the same, obviously. I'm sure you hear different things, whatever, but there's a couple of bad eggs in everything,
hmm
whether it be the cannabis industry, wrestling, bowling, fucking
anywhere,
foosball, whatever the hell.
yeah, anywhere. You
But when
can't
I
generalize.
let me just say though, the gentlemen and ladies in the back, the ring announcers, the referees, the guys that put the ring together. Hey, I put the ring together. I put the chairs out. I don't just go there and look pretty and
Yeah,
walk around in my little dark jestery shit. Dude, before I get there, we're
yeah,
hanging out, grabbing something, doing
right,
whatever. And then it just
absolutely,
goes
yeah,
from there. It's a
yeah,
family.
hmm
So,
yeah,
I mean, if you ever go to a wrestling match or anybody ever wants to go to a wrestling match, realize how much time and effort these guys drive and whatever. And sometimes it's only 20, 30 people. I
yeah,
mean,
doing
you
the
get
whole
a bad,
thing.
it's really cold out, whatever. But you know what? We don't care about the attendance. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be great to be in front of 10,000 people, whatever.
Hmm.
But how about this? That let's say there's just two people in the audience, and that's totally ludicrous, but
Right.
two people in the audience.
Hmm.
Well, my goal is to give them the best in show they
Yeah.
ever saw because you know what?
Yeah.
They paid to see me.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I've been to
Washington
those
ripped
smaller
off
shows.
because
Hmm. I've been to those smaller shows, I'm talking, shout out to the Franklinville Skating Center when NWA Dog was there. I mean, I can remember.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Franklinville, yes, I have been there. Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah, they names toss some stuff out, dude. It's your show, man.
Yeah, no, I got to give a shout out to my buddy. I have a friend, not to name drop him, but he's from Franklinville, and he is currently working his dream job right now in the WWE. And
What?
we went to the same, yeah, we went to the same high school. He's a few years younger than me. I actually
Okay.
graduated with my brother, but he is currently in a group that is called the Wyatt Six, and he is Joe Gacy. I know him as Joe Ruby, and that's one of the guys I would used to see in the Franklinville Skating Center when he would was pushing working the indies, and
That's
man,
incredible.
he is a testament to hard work pays off because he's about to be, I think, 38 soon. I think this year he'll be 38. He just got his break this year or last year with WWE. Well, he was signed for the
Congratulations.
yeah,
Very good.
yeah, and he's it's very happy for him, man. He's a good dude. I just saw him this past December. We watched a documentary that he made at his friend's house on his backyard fed that he had growing up. So this guy did not forget his roots at all. So
Hey,
Shaq,
I
yeah,
started out,
backyard, yeah.
and you know what? I
Hmm.
I look back, I had fun and I still would. And you know what? If I had to go in the backyard again,
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. You know what? This is my brain now. Put a
Hmm.
ring up, get the jester ready, he'll be in it. I don't
Yeah.
care if the ring's outside, inside, in a bathroom, on top of a building. I mean, like, I'm 52 years old. I got nothing to
Well,
lose.
here's the thing, man. Like Dark Jester, you've got something that a lot of kids today are missing, and they might be able to be impervious to pain because they're 23 or some shit, and they can do planches and triple jump moonsaults and not feel
I can't.
pain. Neither can I. But they're lacking one thing, and that's character, and that's connecting with the audience, and that's making the audience feel something, and it's entertaining, making them laugh, making them cry. And I think if the younger generation, and I sound like an asshole for saying this, because I always feel like you should be in there taking bumps if you want to give advice, but tonight I am. Um, you really should how you really get over is just your character, and you got that part covered, brother. You know what I mean? The dark gesture is pretty well, he transcends reality. He is
Just a little bit.
legend in his legend and well, you mean lethal LTW 25 time out 24/7 champion. There's no disputing that right there.
And Dave and the boys there and girls,
Yeah.
that's where I started out,
Yeah.
and I'll never forget.
Hmm.
And I worked for LTW, worked for UWC,
Yeah.
Matt Pro Wrestling. Right now I'm with Titan Championship Wrestling. I don't know if you
Gotcha.
know them or not. But
Gotcha.
here's the thing, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go on and say this, all right?
Hmm.
I don't care where you started at,
Yeah.
you got to start,
Yeah. Gotta
okay?
start somewhere.
And I'll say right now that I am proud to be a part of LTW Wrestling. Dave and the rest of the crew there really have things going. It's fun. You know what? Let me tell you something. If it's not fun, it's really not worth doing.
Agreed. Yeah.
Okay. Now I understand, money, it's not
Paying the
fun.
bill, paying
Okay.
the bills. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. You know what? I got that covered. When I'm out wrestling, I'm not looking to make $1 million, dude.
Right.
Okay. I take my time and effort, just like the rest of the wrestlers. We go out there and dude, all the time and effort we put into it. We do this because we love
Yeah.
what we do. I'm going to
Hmm.
tell you right now, as a man, I fucking love wrestling. I love the cannabis industry, which I'm proud to be in. I love my friends. I love my family. And I hope, I mean, I know I'm loving your fans right now. I hope they love me and us. It's all about the love, man. I mean,
It
in
is.
reality, it's so much easier to be nice to somebody than
Yeah.
be a dick.
Well, I mean, that's, yeah, no, totally agree with that. And, I'm sure there's people that look at RueTV and say that, well, wait, you're not making $1 million off of RueTV. Well, why is he doing it? Why is he doing it? Why
Because
is he
you
doing it?
love it.
It's because I love to do it. I love to entertain people. I love to produce I love being creative. I'm not looking to fucking get rich or anything. I do this because I love it. And same reason why a lot of wrestlers, such as yourself, do it because you love it. And
Love it.
it's a form of expression. It's something that is something that should be appreciated more than it is. Sadly, a lot of our society we live in today is not. But wrestling, mainstream wrestling is it's doing well. Now. Dark Jester, do you keep up with? Do you watch wrestling or do you just kind of in 2025? I mean, we all watch wrestling growing up, of course. I'm talking about the modern shit. Do you keep up with any of it, or are you more like when you want to watch something, you go back and watch some old stuff? What do you do?
I'm a fan.
Yeah, good, good, good. I'm glad.
I let me tell you something. I might I will say this, okay?
Yeah,
Doing it for a little bit, I didn't watch it as much because, hey, but then
I
you
fell
got to
out for a little.
remember if it wasn't for the boys and girls in the back paving your way, you would
Yeah.
have nothing. And I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
always watch wrestling. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? There's
Yeah.
about 15 hours, 16 hours worth of wrestling on each week.
Yeah.
And I might, on a rough day, rough week, maybe
Rough week.
14, 15.
Yeah.
On a good
Well,
day,
it's good. It's good to keep up. It's good to keep up with it. And I'm, past couple years, I've been getting more back into it. It's always good to have different options and different shows and different companies. You know what I mean? So it's been fun. I was lapsed there for a while there. I kind of felt.
yeah, there was a time in which back in back in like mid 2000s when
Yep.
WCW kind of died and then
Yeah, yeah. And it just
WWE just kind of absorbed everything.
Yeah, it just felt like they were resting on their laurels, and it was just nobody lit a fire under their ass or anything, and it was just
I
like,
mean, I mean, what you call it being champion, Vince Russo.
oh yeah,
I mean, shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Look, man, that when shit like that started happening, I think
yeah,
that demeaned some of the out. I
yeah.
mean,
No, I hear you. We got some history with Vince Russo on this show. You don't know this, but a couple years ago, yeah, I had a big heat with Vince Russo. We're not gonna get into it,
yeah,
but he isn't like me, and let's just leave it at that. So.
well, he probably won't like me either because you know what? Berries and cream, Vince. Woohoo! No,
He
I'm
might.
kidding.
He might.
Hey,
I
you
think
know
he. I
what?
think.
Look,
Honestly think he'd like the Dark Jester. He'd put the belt on you.
hey, dude, hey, wait, somebody, hey, Vince, I take that back. Look, you want to put the belt on me? My want my phone number now? I can give it to you right now online.
Vince is actually. I didn't think was it two-time guest. I had him on the show before. I had him two times on the show, and then there was a massive falling out, and it was not pretty. I'm not going to get into details, but yeah, and I don't agree with him. I don't agree with his philosophy. Uh, you
Okay, well,
know.
let me ask you about this then.
Yeah.
Nick Bockwinkel.
Okay, Bockwinkel, yeah, legend.
You wanted me to tell you about other people that I really, you know, Nick Bockwinkel.
Right, right, right. Absolutely.
How did he handle himself?
Like a professional.
Like an absolute said, yeah, I mean, just spoke. So you have him,
Hmm.
who I really like being that as a matter of fact.
Right.
Sting with the right,
Right, right, right.
Eugene with the,
Yeah.
and one more person that was real. I mean, I've had a lot of wrestlers I loved, but
Yeah.
think about this:
Like I'm
Matt Bourne.
Oh my God, I love Matt Bourne. You don't
And who
even
did he play?
doink the
Doink.
doink. Oh my God, bro. Listen, I gotta tell you, Dark Gesture. I so when Matt Bourne was doink the clown,
Yes.
I was a young kid, 12, 13 years old, around there. And man, I loved it so much.
Yeah.
I just thought it was giving me shades of like the Joker and
Mm-hmm.
like it and Pennywise.
Yep.
And then I don't know if you remember this, but when Matt left and they replaced him with somebody else, it
Steve
just
Kern.
yeah, or some, or yeah, it was one of them, one of the fake doinks. I was like, this is not the same. Like
Nah, nah.
Matt was a genius, and I before he died, and I wish I had saved on one of these. I got the closet with all the stickers on it. All
Right?
here's some inside baseball for people who don't know. There's old hard drives and computers and one of those computers has a saved conversation I had with Matt Bourne where I said, man, I had to thank you because he was on Facebook at the time. I said, I thank you for that doing character and you were just a goddamn genius. And he said, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. And he
What?
died shortly thereafter. I think later that year he passed on. He was my legit. And now I know he worked in WCW prior to being Doink, but man, that guy, I loved heel Doink, and I'm happy to hear that you do too. And he was an
Love
inspiration.
him.
Yeah,
I actually, the first time I wrestled for the LTW championship, no, I'm sorry, it was the time afterwards. The next show went out to it, right?
yeah,
All
yeah.
you heard was World Wrestling Entertainment presents. Just like,
Yeah,
dude, the
yeah, yeah.
crowd actually thought the real Doink was coming out.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah,
But it
yeah,
was but still, I was the Dark Jester, and everybody, I throw candy out. The kids
yeah,
love it.
yeah, yeah.
They run up to the ring and I sign autograph, whatever stupid shit they want.
Right, right, right. Yeah,
If
yeah.
it
Their
make, let me
gimmick.
tell you something, and I don't mean to call it stupid because when I say this, when the fans come up to me, it means a lot because they can go up
Yeah.
to any other wrestler they
Mm-hmm.
want. When you guys come up to me and want to take a picture, whether I'm here or back home with no, I'm
Yeah,
very approachable. One
yeah.
thing you have to realize when you are in the scene,
Right.
your privacy does not, once you leave the home, you are at work, whether you're
Mm-hmm.
getting paid for it or not. But I don't consider it work. I consider it to be an honor, the fact that I'm out here, just me. Yeah, just me. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
And people remember you and they come up and blah blah. That's the biggest honor.
Oh yeah, man. That's what that is. That is, and that's something that you carry with you. I know, and even if it's at smaller shows and it's handful of
Two
people,
people, guess what?
that's
I'm there to
enough.
entertain them both.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it's if you can make a lasting memory in kids and these fans brains, they'll never forget that. It
No,
doesn't matter if it's a packed house or a three or four people. It doesn't matter. But we talked about this off the air, Dark Gesture, and I got to bring this up. Who the hell? I don't. I keep getting emails from this guy. It's just this 420 Cowboy. I was wondering like who is this guy? Do you know him? 'Cause I get he sent he sent me emails and then he
okay.
DM'd me on what's that? Facebook Messenger. He DM me on there
Okay.
too. So I'm like thinking to myself, like, what the frig is he? Why is he doing this now when I'm having the Dark Gesture on a show? He wants to talk about. What's your connection to this 420 Cowboy guy?
And that's quite interesting.
Yeah,
Um, he's a neighbor of mine.
really? Okay, okay. Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
mentioned your show,
Right,
and I mean, we're really good friends. It's I don't want to say he's just a neighbor. We're almost family.
gotcha. Okay. So you're
But
pretty close.
yeah,
Pretty close then. You're pretty
he
close.
was he was asking. He's a little jealous
Yeah. All
in
right.
his
Well,
mind.
he's in the.
And
Okay.
he's like, well, how come you get to be on the show and I do this and I do that? I was like, well, dude,
Yeah.
maybe if you just reach out, I gave him your digits just trying to be nice. So
All
why
right.
don't you reach out to the guy? And it's like everybody loves a 420 Cowboy. I'd love to meet. I would love that. Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I can do for you.
What's that? What's that dark gesture? Tell me.
I'll tell you what I can do for you right now.
I'm all ears.
I got my phone right here.
Mm-hmm.
Make a phone call real quick, shall we?
You want to call
Hold
him?
on. Yeah, I just want to see what's going on.
Give 420 Cowboy a call for me, please, and we'll see what's up.
Yo, Cowboy, what's up, bud?
Sim.
No, it's almost we're almost done. But I heard you made a phone call. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I just want to let you know you're live on air.
Yeah.
And hey, somebody wants to say hello. You want to say hello?
420 Cowboy, how you doing? It's Rue of RueTV, and I got your messages, I got your texts, I got your emails, and how you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well. And I'm here with the Dark Gesture. I'm wondering, like, what the hell is going on here? You want to be a what do you want to I don't do you want to come on the show? I don't know. You maybe the 420 Cowboy wants to come on Root TV. Is this what do you get it? See what he says. See what he says to
Yeah,
that.
did you hear? Did you hear? Yeah, they smoke. You're allowed to smoke on here. You're cool. You're cool. Yeah. Uh
I'll
huh.
let him.
Yeah, yeah. Dancing girls? No, not yet. No, maybe the next show. But
We're working.
I'll
We're
tell you
working.
what.
Working on that clearance.
Working on dance. Okay, working on dance. I'll tell you. Like, wait, how much? Oh, dude. Nah, yeah. Oh, he said no. Oh, dude. You know who it is. Oh. How much are you paying him?
Hmm.
Oh, he wants to know how much he's paying you to be on the show.
Oh
Wow.
no. He's paying me.
Wow.
No. That's fine. You know what? You can pay me in. Hmm. What are those
Bud?
gummies? What are those gummies? This kid's.
Gummy bears. Yeah. Hey, dude, you have any of them special gummy bears? You know what I mean? Okay.
Let
He just made you an offer you can't refuse.
me hear you. Okay. Okay.
All right. If you're up for it on 420, April 420, that's the big cannabis holiday of the year. And yeah, he said that if you come to Atlantic City, he would love to be on your show. One
Really?
stipulation:
Okay. Tell me. Tell me.
you do a gummy with him.
All right. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
All
420
right,
Cowboy. Atlantic City it is. I'll see you there. I'll see you there,
dude.
bro. Tell him I'll
Dude,
see
you're
tell him
booked.
tell him I'll see him there. Dark
Dude,
Jet.
you're booked for the 420 event. Am I going to be there? Oh no, dude. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Or I'll talk to you. Yeah. Dude, go back. Dude, I didn't know you're with your girlfriend, dude. Well, tell her, dude. Next time, tell her you got an extra 5 minutes. I always take an extra 5 minutes. Yeah. Uh oh.
I'm trying to
Oh.
get sponsored by
Oh.
tell him I'm trying to get sponsored by Blue Chew.
Trying to get sponsored by Blue Chip. Yeah, got it. Okay. Yeah. Tell them this. I said, have a good night too. Bye. Sorry, dude. I never realized I was that important. He was kind of
Play.
he was
Yeah.
dancing around, listening to music, and You
I
had
didn't
to
get
stop.
I didn't
It's
get that vibe from him from the emails, but apparently, yeah, he seems like it's quite the damn character, Dark Gesture. I think,
you know what? I that was a nice phone call right there. But
yeah,
see, you have to understand how close we are.
yeah.
He picks up even when he's hanging out with his girlfriend. So
Well,
that tells you one thing,
that
right?
is, oh yeah, you mean something to you.
Hey, I
Yeah,
mean something.
you
He means
guys
something
are
to
like
me.
this, yeah, yeah. Well, that's and I will see him. I will see that man on April 20th. We'll say that. We'll say that.
I
Cameras will be
know
rolling. I'm
you'll
not going to
see
bring
him.
this microphone, but I will be. I don't think I have my handheld mic right here, but I will be bringing a handheld mic to that. So don't forget about that. Um, uh, 420 Cowboy. I'm sure he'll be watching this back. So can you send once we upload this, you'll send him the link, right, Dark Gesture?
Yeah, 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 definitely.
You'll send him the
Dude,
link, right? You'll send him the link,
he's like,
right?
I'll send the link. I
Better send him the
promise.
link. All
I'll
right. Thank you,
send the link.
thank you, thank
Okay,
you,
if I don't send them the link, I promise you can
thank you.
delete me off this show forever.
Oh
I will
no,
send the link.
no.
I just can't believe he said yeah that quick. Wow, man.
That
I
is
mean, I
that
can,
is
but
amazing. That is
he's really
amazing.
busy. I mean,
Yeah,
that he's even busier than me.
yeah. What do you think if you what if you think if I said for the 420 Cowboy the 420 Cowboy if he could give me a knife edge chop live on the show, you think he would?
Wow, a knife edge chop. I sure could make sure that he would do it because he he's the king of chops.
All right.
Actually,
All right. Knife edge chop right
nice
there.
and knife.
Right there.
Yes.
Right
Hey, if
there.
you want, you could break your legs too if you want it.
No, I need them. I need them.
Okay. How about an arm?
One of them he can take. Yeah.
You're a good guy. I appreciate it. You'll realize he's, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
Mm,
He's a little bit. Well, we'll get acquainted with each other very quick, I'm sure.
he's a little unsteady.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of people I like. I don't want no steady people on this show. This is Root TV,
Well,
damn it. This is Root
I'm,
TV. Dark
woo-hoo.
Jester, it's Root TV, damn it. You're on
Well,
Root TV.
I'm not steady at
I
all.
haven't I haven't been steady since the 80s, Dark Gesture. I've been
Oh
steady.
man, dude, the '80s.
I haven't been steady since Alf was on the air.
Good old Alf. Another person made me want to be me. Alf.
You remember that? You
Good
remember?
old Alf. Oh, that was the
Uh,
best, man.
yeah,
I remember that was my mom. Garfield and Alf
yeah,
were my mom's two favorite. Like
yeah,
Alf, that was just so amazing when Alf started.
yeah. It's still on.
Whatever, whatever happened to the TV nowadays,
Bro, I mean, Dark
dude?
Gesture. I just watch old stuff on like streaming Tubi and like Peacock. They got old stuff on there, and like it's. I don't know if it's more nostalgia or just better. Old shit's better. I don't know.
I mean, okay, you know, Married with Children.
Of course, Al Bundy, Ed O'Neill. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm the Al Bundy of wrestling. I'm
Well,
the Al Bundy. I'm the
that's a
Al
good
Bundy of
thing.
New Jersey.
That is a good thing. Absolutely.
You
Uh,
know what? He had some rough moments, but in the end,
yeah,
it's only cheating if you get caught.
yeah, absolutely.
Can't
That's
wait to
Al
get
Bundy.
that 80-year-old guy out for the championship running and stuff.
Yeah. And for you wrestling fans, go find on Hulu. I think it's on Hulu right now, Married with Children. Find the King Kong Bundy episodes because
Yes.
King Kong Bundy was on Al Bundy's show. Little known fact. At least I think it was once, maybe twice. Pretty sure it was
Twice.
twice.
Yes.
Yeah, he was on there twice.
And they named the Bundys actually after King Kong
Oh,
Bundy. Check
really?
that out. Yes. Now,
Interesting fact.
do you know where King Kong Bundy's from?
I know he's from our area, but I don't know exactly what town. Can you smarten us up? Smarten us up.
Where the casinos are
Oh, he's AC. He's an AC
and where the
boy.
Dark Jester lives.
Bundy is an AC.
That's
R.I.P.
where he's billed at, is from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
R.I.P. King Kong Bundy. He's a good
Yeah.
dude.
What a
Legend.
nice guy. Really was a nice guy.
Legend. Well, Dark Gesture, before we wrap it up today, let me see if there's anything else that I missed on here because we ranted, we got personal, we got emotional, we
We're
got fun,
supposed to, brother.
we got funny, we got dark, and we had some fun. But let me see if I missed anything on here. on here that I want to Christmas. Yeah, okay, I did ask you about the Christmas video. We talked about that. I love that. I love that. I love the pumpkin pie that was sitting right in front of the computer. 420 Cowboy. We talked about him. We're okay. Here we go. You know, you never know who's watching, Dark Gesture. And my final question that I wanted to ask you, and I have it written right out on the last thing that I wrote on my run sheet here. Do you have any advice? You know, what maybe there's a little dark gesture watching. You never know. He could be somebody from, the age of 12 to whatever. What advice would you give the future dark gestures watching at home if they want to be following the footsteps of the dark gesture? What advice would you give? Life advice or wrestling advice or both to a young
Well,
future dark gesture watching at home
well,
today?
first of all, I want to say be good to your classmates,
Okay.
be good to your friends, no bullying.
Yeah.
Bullying number one, bad.
Yeah, that's
Don't do it.
we don't need that. We don't need
Don't
that.
be a bully.
No,
If
no.
you see a bully, number two, when you're in school, listen to your teachers, do the right things. When you're at home, respect your parents and know that if you respect your parents, you do the right things, you treat your friends real good, and if you want to do something bad enough, okay, there's no way to say no if it's good. If you
Yeah.
want to be, whether you want to be a trash man, a poker dealer, a wrestler, a concrete maker. I mean, these are all crazy things. But here's the thing: when I was growing up, I wanted to be a garbage man. And you know what my
Hmm.
mom said to me? She said, "You just be the best garbage man you could be if that's really what you
Yeah.
want.
Focus on
Just
that.
be
Yeah.
the best." You know, we all have gifts. If you want to write a novel about three chickens and that
Hmm.
makes you happy,
Right.
and you do it, because I'll tell you what, there's somebody out there that would read it. I
Yeah.
like chickens, just as an
Yeah.
example.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if it's man, okay, so I'm gonna quote somebody right now. There was a comedian that passed away in 2019. He took his, I mean, we were talking about some dark stuff earlier, but he actually took his own life. Brody Stevens. And Brody Stevens, there was a line that he said once that stuck with me. And, it was in reference to like, when people make jokes, I'm talking about like stand up comedians or you're doing sketch comedy or characters and you think it's not funny or you think maybe some people don't laugh, or maybe some people don't laugh or give you shit. It's comedy. And then the quote was, it's comedy to somebody. It's comedy to somebody. And if it's one person, if it's one person that it's funny to, even if it's, a small, it doesn't have to be this large quantity of people. If it's comedy to somebody, it matters. And, you can be the best comedian to how or anything. Best trash man to whoever people you serve. The best cook, the best what else? Best mailman. The best anything. You don't have to be a famous, viral celebrity on the internet or something like that. As long as you're staying true to yourself, it's comedy to somebody.
Amen to that.
Yeah. And that was Brody Stevens, RIP. That was a good dude.
Man.
Dark Jester, you're a good dude. You're a good dude for coming on the show tonight. What a great show we've had tonight. What a great candid show we'd have tonight. I don't get into too many candid chats with the guests on the show. I get into like, talks about I've had actresses on the show. We talk about their work. I've had, the guest before you, I had Glenn Humplick from the Tom Green Show. We talked about, random things, but very rarely, Dark Gesture, do we get into candid chats. And we did tonight. I'm very happy we did because this thing, once it's uploaded, brother, that's one of the beauties of the internet. We shit on the internet a lot because it's like we said, it's an addiction. But one of the good things about it, this right here, this chat's going to live forever. And in 50, 60, 70, 80 years, when we're both dead, maybe somebody will find it and find some positivity out of it and implement it in their own life. How's that sound?
Yeah, I just really wanted to thank you and your listeners for giving me the time to be out here. You know, all kidding aside, it's all much love. I
Yeah.
really hope that everybody who's listening to this can just take a little bit of positivity out of it and know that I love yous. Like I said, I'm just from AC, guy dressed up, having a little bit of fun, but I care. I genuinely care, and to know that I've been on a show with so many great people on before me, the people that have been on your show, endless list, and to know that I've been on the same show with these people, man, that's humbling. I mean, like I said, to me, I'm just really just yeah, no, like say, but I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude that dresses up and tries to make people happy. Fair enough.
Fair enough. And I think that's a good place to end it. Making people happy is commendable, and I think the last thing we need to do, Dark Gesture, is because you have a lot of people who remember you from the time you're on you were on we did the interview in person, but there are a lot of people who don't know who the hell you are now and are seeing you for the first time. So what if they want to find you on the internet? What do we how do people find you on the internet? I mean, I know we're buddies on the Facebooks, but are you on anything else, or is it just Facebook and they find you on Facebook? I mean,
I'm
I'm
on.
not I'm not talking about your buddy, the 420 Cowboy. I'm talking about the Dark Gesture.
I can tell you. You know, you can meet up with 420 Cowboy. I mean, with the Dark Jester on Instagram
Okay.
and on obviously on
You know
Facebook
what?
and YouTube.
Yeah, you know what though? Let's be nice. Let's be the theme of tonight is being kind and kindness and being nice to people. You know what? Let's plug our buddy the 420 Cowboy too. Where can they find our buddy, our good buddy? Now he's my buddy because he agreed that we're gonna go meet in person on 420 day, April 20th. Where do they find the 420 Cowboy on the internet? Do you know people want to know who the hell he is too? So where do they find him at?
Well, I got a lot of info on him because I shook him down before I was coming on these things, just in case. You can see my buddy on Facebook. His name's Sean 420 Martin, FORTWENTY instead of FOUR because they wouldn't take it at the time. 420 Cowboy SM on Instagram. You can see the Dark Jester on Instagram and YouTube. Dark Jester is it Dark Jester? Can't read the number. But basically, 420 Cowboy or Dark Jester, you see them both. You might see a little bit of resemblance. I don't know. Maybe not. We're good friends. But that's where you can get me at. I should get some more stuff out there. Like I said, I haven't put on a lot of like new web pages and everything, but hopefully, I need help getting another web page going. So, hopefully we can get together soon. And if you got any web brains, we can get a web page, like just another in email
Yeah.
so people can contact me. But if they want, they could also contact you, and you have my digits. If you know who they are. Like I
We'll make
said,
the connection.
I'm new to this. I'm kind of, like I said, I'm as compared to Sting, Hulk Hogan, Shane Douglas, all those guys, my buddy Tony and them. I'm a nobody. I'm new to
Yeah.
this, but I appreciate you saying I'm not. Um, like I'm just a humble dude, just trying to make people happy. I love people in general, and wrestling saved me. And I wish that I could use the wrestling to maybe save somebody else that might be going through depression. Depression is the number one
Yeah.
killer today. And you know what? You know what saves depression? Love,
Yeah.
understanding. And hopefully people that might not be feeling good sees this show and realize that there's hope. We love you. We care about you. You're not alone. And if you need to seek help, don't be shy, seek help, because I'd rather see y'all alive than hear about something bad that almost happened to me. And if I can survive it, I don't care what the hell you're going through in your life, mentally, physically, you can survive it too. All you got to do is believe. And I believe. Don't
I,
you?
I absolutely do, and I echo those sentiments. And I don't think we can top those words. Those are some beautiful words from Dark Gesture. Dark Gesture, once again, my buddy, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight, man.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate that.
Folks at home, thanks for watching RueTV tonight. We're to wrapping up February here with a bang, and it is March, and man, onward and upward, and that's where we're headed. So, for myself, for the Dark Gesture, berries and cream, berries and cream. Boy, I love some berries and cream.
Berries and cream, bud.
All right, cheers, guys. Thanks for coming.